Welcome. I've been hunting antelope now. This is my 5th day. I'm not putting in full days, but my 5th day of coming out here. There is a big antelope buck. I'd be grateful to find and have a shot at. Right behind you, there's 2 antelope laying down, and they're a long ways away, and they're on another piece of property. But anyway, I wanted to talk this morning, a little elaboration of the other day when I was talking about walking. I kind of timed my hike this morning, and sure enough, about 15 to 20 minutes into it, I started to feel better, and kind of walked myself out of the little bitty funk I've been in. I've been struggling with one thing, and that is the fine line that you have to walk between humility and your own sense of self-worth. And I've had to kill a raccoon the other night. He was underneath one of my buildings, not far from my house and near my chickens, and so I didn't think that was a good place to be, and a little bit worried about him denning. I have been catching some coons there with a live trap, and I've been taking them about 10 plus miles away from my place and letting them go. I don't really care to kill anything just needlessly. And this morning I did shoot a coyote. Both the raccoon and the coyote died very fast, and probably a better death than they'd have in the wild. But yeah, the raccoon, I was up that night after I got him, and he was in a kill trap, and I heard the trap go off, and I heard him struggle, and the coyote too. I had to watch him die, and I don't know whether it's a function of age and my own mortality or what it is, but anyway, I've been telling myself that both that raccoon and that coyote were probably better beings on this planet than I am, and that's how I've been beating myself up. And you know, that's kind of an unconscious thing, I think. And you start beating yourself up, I don't think you realize what you're doing. And you can kind of rationalize it. And I finally came to the awareness this morning that, yeah, they're good creatures in their own right and what they do, and they do what they do. Coyotes aren't necessarily viewed as anything that good in terms of ranch country. They will kill a calf, and the raccoon would easily kill a chicken. And we're on this planet too, as human beings, and we're making a living out here. And it's a life and death struggle, and in the wild it's cruel. And I think so many people are so far removed from that they've forgotten, or they may have never known how cruel the wild really is. But back to your own sense of self-importance, you know, you have to give yourself some credit as being a human being, a child of this universe, and part of everything. And what an amazing gift this is, to be conscious and be aware of who we are. And people would say, and I would say too, that we're children of God. And you know, God is a word that is just our way of trying to describe the undescribable. And so we mustn't get caught up with our own images of what God is, and that can mean, God can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. And I think that's pretty true, and I think that's pretty fair to say that. And you know, there is a higher power, and we're part of this universe, this whole everything in the universe brought us to where we are right now. And so we have to give ourselves some credit, and I have to give myself some credit for being more than just you know, the sum of my mistakes. You know, that's a harsh statement for me to think that the raccoon and the coyote were better beings than I am, and you know, and the fact that they died and I killed them, and like I'm more important than they are. But that's really not the case. I don't feel that way at all. So anyway, those are just some rambling thoughts on self-importance and humility. We have to walk a line of humility. You know, we have to be humble to the fact that we're part of all of this, and there's no separation between us or anything. Really, we're all part of the same system and the same earth, same universe, and so we have to have that, and also this, and that leads to humility too. So, and it also leads to gratefulness, and I'm grateful to be out here on a beautiful day like today. And thank you for listening.